Hey everybody, I'm Tom Dorsey, president of Dorsey Wright & Associates. This is the India Minute. Ben is over there in India right now, one of our analysts, and he's instrumental in keeping our database straight with India and doing a lot of work with the Indian stocks. He's over there now talking to some media outlets. He has a meeting scheduled for those of you who are members of Stock Easy and who are traders. I hope you go to the town hall meeting and can ask some questions to Ben. I'm going to be there in September. So I want you all to be sure, check with, stay tuned with Stock Easy. We'll let you know what date I'm coming in September. And when we have a town hall meeting, I want you all to come. If we have to go get a cricket stadium, I want all of you to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we've got a lot of things that we can bring to India. And I'm going to give you some ideas right now. This is the DWA India Minute. I'll probably take a little longer than a minute today. One of the things that I did is I went into the system and I looked at the India market itself. And I said, okay, is it in an uptrend? And as far as the bullish percent is concerned, it's in a column of X's, and we talked to you about that a couple of weeks ago. It's exceeded a previous top, gone to bull confirmed status, and is at the 50% level. So it's when you look at a situation like that, you say, okay, as far as India region is concerned, 50% of the stocks are on point and figure buy signals, 50% of the stocks are on point and figure sell signals, and I would say that's very normal. The difference is that it's in a column of X's and rising, which means a trend has started to more net new buy signals than sell signals. That's very important. So in essence, the offensive team is on the field. So I would guess as far as cricket is concerned, you'd be at bat right now. When I look at the region, currently the region as far as the positive trend, those stocks that are above the bullish support line, and I can't think of what road that was that I was in India traveling north to south, but that would be if you're going from Cochin to Rajasthan, you'd be traveling north. These would be stocks that will be on that road, and that's stocks that have a positive trend. It's also in a column of X's and about it is very close at the 40% level to exceeding a previous top. That's important. So the number of stocks that have positive trends that are driving north on the road from Cochin to Rajasthan is increasing. There is a trend that has started there. That's an important consideration. If we look at the world bullish percent bell curve, the normal distribution, you say, well, where does India fall within the whole world? India falls just a little bit to the right of center. Actually, pretty much between the 48 and 52% level. It's really, I guess you'd say, dead center. So India is perfectly normal as far as the statistical bell curve. That's interesting because the bullish percent index, where the percentage of stocks that have positive point and figure chart patterns and the percentage of stocks that have negative point and figure chart patterns, is at 50%. And your statistical reading is also at 50%, right around 50. So India is in a very normal condition. However, the positive part of the equation is the trend has begun to more stocks going on buy signals, more stocks that are going up on positive trend. Very important. So here's what I did. For those of you that are traders, I went into the system, and I love to do this. I think some of your best ideas that you can find is going to the database system and key into our report, Buy on Pullback Report. These are stocks that have to be in uptrends to begin with. They have to be on point and figure buy signals, and they have to have just pulled back to within 10% of the trend line, which means these stocks have really exhaled. In their inhale and exhale as the stock moves up, it's exhaled and pulled back to the trend line, which gives you the best opportunity to buy. So by doing that, I took the whole list of them, which were many, many stocks, because there are so many stocks now that are on buy signals and uptrends, that I got a tremendous amount of stocks. All I did was I clicked on that report, put it into a portfolio. I put it into a portfolio and then went in to search that portfolio. So you would click on, in the database section, search our database, go down to your portfolios, and you would click on, it would say 7/8/2011 buy on pullback. You would simply click that on and then begin to give it the parameters that you want to search for. This is powerful because most of you in India are traders. We haven't gotten to the point of, I think education is going to be so important with exchange traded funds and how to build retirement accounts and build something for the future, but most of you are still traders, so let's focus on that. I went in and I searched for it, and I said, okay, I want technical attributes of 3s, 4s, and 5s. What does that mean? I want the relative strength versus the overall markets, relative strength versus its peers. I want the short-term and long-term to be positive. I want at least out of those 5 attributes, 3 of them positive, minimum, and it must be rising. Not from a 4 to a 3, but from a 2 to a 3, a 3 to a 4, and a 4 to a 5. I then wanted all the stocks to be in uptrends. In other words, driving from Cochin to Rajasthan, not the opposite direction. I also wanted the 50-day moving average to be over the 200-day moving average, the last sale to be over the 200-day moving average, and the 150-day moving average to be over the 200-day moving average. So that's just a couple of things that help me tighten up my search, and a couple of simple little positive moving average things that I want to put in there, because overall it's the technical attributes that are important. You can manage a portfolio beautifully with just the technical attributes. So by doing this, then I clicked a button and I got 40 stocks out of that. And out of those 40 are the ones that I really want to focus on. Now, you could look at each one of those individually. What I did is I pulled up charts, and some of the names here I probably don't pronounce very well. In fact, I'll just get down to some that are easily Arvind Limited, Arvinitis Pharmaceutical Limited, Binani Cement, Bosch Limited, names you're familiar with, Gateway District Parks, ETC Networks Limited, Kajana Ceramics. A lot of interesting stocks here. When I pulled up the charts speak the same language no matter where you are. Whatever market that you happen to be involved in, from Thailand to India to Singapore, it doesn't matter. They speak the same language. And as I look at these charts that I've pulled up here, what you would do then is you would just click thumbnails, and that'll put 3 charts on each page, and you can look at them very quickly. One side is a trend chart, one side is the relative strength chart. And as I go through here and I look at these charts, I see chart patterns here that make me want to just jump right in here. I can't invest in the Indian market yet. I think your government is coming around to that point where I'll be able to invest individually. You can, naturally, you're there. I see stocks that I would buy right here, like Bosch Limited. In a heartbeat, I'd buy that stock at the market. When I just go through all of these charts, I see things that just are some of the most interesting trading opportunities, and there are 40 of those that I'm looking at that I think you'll find interesting. So what you want to do is go to the database page, click on Buy on Pullback Report, then you'll see where you can click on and make it a portfolio. Go into your portfolios, and then you can do all kinds of things in the portfolio system, but you'll look for July 8th, 2011, Buy on Pullback. Then you go in and search and sort it. So really, searching and sort it is like saying, I want to fish in this pond. Then I'm going to explain to you how I want to fish. And when you do that, it will then give you those stocks within the parameters of exactly how you told the system to fish and in what pond you told it to fish in. So you can make lots of different portfolios in many different ways. I like one way is to play the piano with both hands. Give me a list of fundamentally sound companies, and I can put that list of fundamentally sound companies in a portfolio. Then I can come back and search and sort that portfolio, and I'm starting with answering the question, what should I buy? And then I search and sort it with our system on when should I buy it, how should I manage it, and now you're playing the piano with both hands. So the system is there for you. If you haven't seen the system, log on to Stock Easy, take a free trial of Dorsey Wright & Associates, play with it, use it, make it become part of your everyday research and investments, and you're going to be far more successful. Learn the attributes of the irrefutable law of supply and demand, Economics 101. It's all brought together in a chart pattern for you, which is called point and figure. Far simpler to look at than bar charts, candlestick charts, Fibonacci retracement, Gann angles. If you want to go directly to the source, the irrefutable law of supply and demand that causes all price change, then come directly here to point and figure charting. Those of you who are interested in the 2-inch drill or the 1/4-inch drill that want to do it themselves, read my book cover to cover. Those that are more interested in the 1/4-inch hole, we're going to be putting out models for you that all you have to do is be guided by the model. When we say make a change, you simply go in and make that change. So we're providing just about everything you can want on the Stock Easy site. I wish you good investing, and we'll talk to you next week.